Let's try it! Hello everyone, I'm Steve. Mark's around. Say hi, Mark! And this is Smokeysteveandmarc. Either welcome or welcome back, and happy day indeed. Happy Thursday. Well, today we have another Steve Will Try It. These are getting funner and funner, I gotta say. Not just for the sake of fluffing up my own sketch, but we're finding some other new devices and fun things to play with. So I hope you've all been well and safe since the last time we sat down. We are going to be exploring a product today that I've had my eye on for years, let slip through my fingers once, and is now back. We are going to be talking about the Power XL Duo NutriSealer Vacuum Sealer Set. 6 functions allegedly. Now, the interest in this, as you know, lately I've been drawing everything that'll sit still long enough. And things about storage and long-term storage have kind of been a thought of mine. And we have an apartment, so it's not practical to have 1,000 jars, but just because I found a new hobby. So this was something that I had seen as a kid, little kid, and the infomercial, of course, drew me in. And then sometime in the early 2000s, I had a senior relative who got one on QVC, didn't like it, passed it through the family. And I gave it a whirl, and I still wasn't there. So now, this is the most simple, most up-to-date, it's got it all features, all sorts of stuff. Compact, they call this handheld, and we'll explore that in a minute. Built-in bag cutter, it's nice, patented, it's worth writing on the box. Seals almost any bag, we'll find out which is almost. Vertically and horizontally it seals. So not only do you seal the bottom of the bag, you can go the other direction and create some pockets. I'll talk about that in a little bit. Dual sealing, which prevents leakage, so it can seal 2 lines at the same time and you can cut up in between it. Think like when you get popsicles, you know, the old kind you used to get at the Little League games, and they're all primary colors that look like they're about to hurt you by eating them. But they're all one sheet of plastic, and you break them up or you cut between the popsicles and then hand them out. So you can simulate something like that here. Not just for food storage, you can store important documents, your marriage license, lease parts of your car, or the lease on your car, any other important forms that you could think of could go in there as well. You can sous vide cooking, which we won't be doing today, but it's another option. And it has a drip tray for easy cleaning. Now, I wanted to be practical about the two of us using this. I didn't want to start pulling stuff out and sealing up and resealing bags that I normally wouldn't go out of my way to do. The goal for a product like this is that it needs to integrate into my life, take the place of some of the things I'm doing now and do it better. So I set up a few different things that we're going to try out, some from the infomercial, some just that we came up with here, trying out the bag sealer. So we'll talk about the bags themselves. The sealer, how it works, which is actually pretty cool so far. And then we're going to see if we can seal up some leftovers, seal up some chips so they don't get stale, do a little bit of an experiment like they do on TV, and actually make some popsicles of our own. So I'll take you through that in a second. In the meantime, I'm going to pass it over to here, and we're going to get right into it. So, showed you the box. I'll show you what we got inside. This is the handheld sealer that they call it. If you look at the infomercial, you see a lot of people holding it with one hand. Anything's handheld as long as you can hold it in one hand, right? Okay, so that was my only first tongue-in-cheek observation. I'm like, whose hand? Andre the Giant? So it'll come with the device. Also, will come with directions, a small cookbook that goes with it to try out different recipes, and then places you can get some other free stuff. What else do we have? Came with the actual bags. So it's a bag sealer. So you need bags. It comes in one long roll. You get 4 of these long rolls. No end to them. And you use the machine to kind of create bags out of it, to create storage from it. You can get a little bit creative. The special deal of the one we have is the Duo NutriSealer. So it's going to create a seal in 2 places. Think like I had said, like popsicles. When you get them on a big ream, you cut in between them to get them out. You can recreate that sort of thing and create pockets to seal your snacks in, to put your meds in, to organize your craft stuff, all sorts of reasons you can use it. So, comes with 4 of these, pretty long. They also comes, the one we got, with this. So this is a little suction device and another thing that goes with it. So when we open up the machine, this is how it's locked. There's a button. You open it. This device, on this end, there's a hole right here. So you hook the open end, because I do this a lot, right into there. And then you have suction coming out of the other side. Well, what the hell is that good for? Well, for the set that we had, it came with some bags, actually, that have built-in spaces that we're going to make sure the air actually comes out. For a nice document, like this was a Father's Day card from Oscar and Bandit, it's a very important thing we need to save. So 2 bags that are resealable come with the kit also. It looks like a traditional Ziploc bag, but it's got this on the front. That's the air valve. So if I hook this to the machine via the hose, you'll get the suction and you'll target it here. It'll suck all the air out of the bag, and then it'll be moisture-free, air-free for that. So that's the other piece. There's other ones with different models that come with a holder. You can actually put over a jar and suck the air out and re-vacuum seal that sort of thing. So, so of course I wanted to, simulate a little bit of what I saw on the infomercial. So I have a couple different ways I'm going to demonstrate how the bag is supposed to work, how the sealer is supposed to work, rather. And see if the bags stay closed, and we'll just take it from there. So let me just get my self together here, and we'll start in 1 second.
Are you tired of throwing away food that's gone bad? Moldy cheese, limp vegetables, freezer burn. It all ends up in the garbage, causing you stress and wasted money. Does your pantry look like a bad disaster? All those clips and bands, and you still end up with stale crackers. Well, no more! Now you can keep foods as fresh as the day you bought them, save space and money. Introducing the PowerXL Duo NutriSealer Vacuum Sealing Machine. And you can seal anything: chips, crackers, cereal, silverware, seafood, documents, vegetables, cards, pills, clothes, meats, money, jewelry, craft supplies.
You really can seal anything! We could even seal the kitties!
Oh no! So powerful and portable. It's a breakthrough in technology.
I am so happy I got my PowerXL Duo NutriSealer. It really changed my life.
Get yours today. Okay, so first things first, how exactly do you turn a roll of this into a bag? There's different features, not too many, not enough to be confusing, that come with PowerXL. You can put the bag in here, and you can either vacuum seal it, just seal it, which I'll show you in a second, or vacuum only, just to get the air out. That would be, for an example, like the suction device that we had hooked into the bag where it comes out from that end. But what you'll see is one large bottomless empty bag. Just keeps going and going. So first thing I want to do is try to preserve some leftovers, because we get a lot of those. Mark's a chef, retired, and he cooks for 12 every time he cooks, and I thought we could use a little break. So what I have, which has been frozen, solid, a piece of Mark's tuna noodle casserole. So frozen solid in the freezer first. You could probably freeze it mushy, or bag it mushy, but it might not go as such. So I have a bag that I have cut, one end of it on the bottom I sealed. So pulled it through the machine, clamped it, hit the seal only button, and then I have a seal on one side, none on the other. That's where we're going to put in our tuna noodle casserole. It lives in the freezer forever anyway, it might as well continue. So it's in the bag. These bags have a double ply between them. They won't fold up on each other. It would prevent making a good seal. So our handheld device, we're going to open it. Has a small snap. Put it down in the well where there's 2 wells, one to seal and one to vacuum seal. And this is how they do it in the infomercial. So I'm going to do vacuum and seal. That should be the sound of the air coming out. Still sounds like the air coming out. It sounds like it's getting louder. That would be done. Okay, it says it's done. All right, so what we have is, how about that? We have one piece of Mark's 2-noodle casserole ready to go back into the freezer. The double seal is what you see at the top here. See how it's not just one line across, it's two. This will be something you can use later to be more creative with the packaging, to not have to use a whole bag if you don't really need one. So, all right. First test, tuna casserole. So far, so good. All right. So next we're going to go for something a little more sentimental. You can save documents, important documents, sentimental documents in bags. This is one of the 2 bags that came with the unit I got. It had a gallon bag and a quart bag. So fill it with anything. I'm just happening to put paper in it and seal it up like a normal one. Now what we're going to use now is the little attachment with the suction on the end. So there's a piece that comes up in here. It's a tiny little hole you hook the tiny little hose to. Now we're going to put it up against the bag. There's a little spot that says put here. We're going to put there. I'm going to press it down. And we are going to vacuum only because we don't need to seal this. And there was that much air in it, I guess. One more try. There we go, 3rd time's a charm. Okay, so now I can see it's removing some air. We should leave that in case you think you messed it up too. So, there we go. Seal flat. No air, no out, no in. Take it camping, bring it with you, go on the Titanic. It'll be fine, it's not gonna get wet. So, what's next? All right, now for something with fewer bells and whistles, but I'm pretty sure it'll be practical at my place. It should close, according to the manufacturer, most bags. I'm not talking about vacuum sealing, because this isn't vacuum sealed. And if you put potato chips in a vacuum seal bag, it'll crush. They'll flatten out. So we can take this, put it into the same sealing area, close it, and this should close again for us. So I'm going to give it a whirl. What have we got here? Okay. So I'm sealing it. Okay. All right, so it's in the machine. Now again, we're just gonna use the vacuum. We're not gonna actually seal this time. Oh, 1 second. Hold on. Seal only. Seal only doesn't make noise. That's the middle button. So I started to vacuum peel it, it might have died. It might have been crushed. So far it seems okay. The light's blinking, that means it's done. So in theory, I should be able to. So it reseals the bag. If you seal it down really far, like let's say you want to seal it here to keep almost like no air in at all, there's a feature where you can cut to personalize the size of the bag. So, all right. Now for this next one, we're going to make sure you're down in here because this is the fun one. You ever see where they get like a case of beer and take all the cans and then crush up soda cans in the bag? So we're gonna try that. So give me 1 second to get set up here so we can be together for this, okay? All right, there's your 6-pack of cans. That's it. I think I'm impressed the most with this. I always thought they faked it and lied on TV. Okay, so I was pretty impressed. I think I was pretty impressed with the soda cans. I mean, come on. How are you not? So the last thing I'm going to show you goes into our last activity, and it's kind of an exercise really in using the sealer and using it beyond just put something in it, seal it, put something in it, seal it. So this sealer will go in a number of directions. I can seal bottom and top. I could also go this way and seal sideways. So what I want to show you is, here's a bag like this. Here's our sealer. So I can make seals going down the line of it. So if I want to make a little space there, Sealing doesn't make any noise. The light's just gonna go on. So I moved it down a little bit, hit seal, and it's sealed. So we take it out, and we have this. So you're gonna have another extra kind of place like this. This is what I was talking about, the popsicles before. If you chunk, and do them all the way across, you'll have little ones to fill all the way down. You want to put snacks in there for traveling, you want to put beads in there for crafting, or diamond, whatever, painting, that kind of thing, you can do that. If you go all the way across, you end up with a pattern like this, sealed at the bottom, and then all the way across through the top, which make a perfect mold for popsicles. Well, we're back. So now remember, this was like the test mold. Sealed on the bottom, and then going vertically like that so that we have spaces to put in a little bit of filling to freeze. And so we did! These are the yogurt and frozen berry popsicles I made. The double pleated looking part is good. It's what makes it the duo, is that I can cut right in between these two. Leave me one and there's still a little bit of a side. So I have to make sure I have the royal taster here to see if it was any good. So, Mark.
Yeah.
Would you come over here, please?
Of course I can.
So, this is our first popsicle. I have one too, but we'll try you first. Now,
okay.
It's yogurt, fruit.
Ooh.
Could be dessert.
This is exciting.
It's a nice little push-up.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See what you think. Is it good? What's the texture like?
It's like a freezer pop.
Good. That was the goal.
Good.
So what I had showed you guys was a cup of thawed frozen fruit to one container of yogurt. If you wanted to do 4 of the ones I did this size, double that. So 2 cups frozen fruit, 2 containers of yogurt. Good enough? And if you don't want to finish it, God forbid, put it back. We'll reseal it. Put it back in the freezer.
About that? Yeah, you can reseal it.
I can reseal that. Isn't that something?
Wow.
So, all right.
Oh, you know what? These are good. Like, I eat those yogurt
the
squeeze
Go-Gurts.
ups. The
Go-Gurt
Go-Gurts.
and the squeeze, too.
Oh my gosh, we could buy it in bulk.
And then divvy
make
them all
our
up.
own and save all that money.
And you can save the bags because these are BPA free. You can boil bag in them. You can throw them in the dishwasher.
So I could eat this. We could rinse this out and then you can refill it.
Yeah, rinse it out, clean it. I can refill it again. And if you seal the top again, you just all you have to do is take off that little top piece, and that's the only piece you throw away.
Oh, that's so great.
Go last and last. We had good success with everything else. We had the cans, the tuna casserole, the chips.
I see.
The Father's Day card. Yeah, that's yours.
That's my tuna noodle. Wow.
And this will never get wet or damaged, so we'll always have the memories. So, I have to say, we did quite a bit of stuff here.
Yes,
right.
I'm impressed.
I am too, I have to
Oh,
say.
I love it. What's that?
That's soda cans.
Thank heavens. We can do our soda cans.
Because it comes up a lot.
It is a powerful thing.
It is. Yeah, this is commercial grade.
Wow.
In the way that it does it, so.
This is really cool.
I like it. So I'm gonna tidy up here. We'll get back on the couch and I'll give you some final thoughts on it, okay?
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you there, guys. Oh, hey there. I picked up the rest of Mark's. So, thoughts on the Power XL Duo NutriSealer. So, it's not a bad product, I have to say. The one that seemed to show up and disappear in the early 2000s was a little more cumbersome. It was a lot bigger of a device. And I was also like college, living in apartments. Where was I going to put it? So, this one actually I'm rather impressed. It did the soda can trick, which is cool. I like that it can go in different directions because when I looked at preparing to review the product and I saw what they did in the infomercial, I'm like, I'm not gonna make popsicles. Like, this is too close to crafting. I don't think I can do it. My angles might not be 90 degrees on these, but they are easy to do and they're tasty. Saving documents, all the better. Seriously, we just had a condemnation. All we had to leave with was the stuff on our backs at the time. We had to go back later to get everything. So having something in a safe place to get, and it's safely stored as best as possible. So like that. Into dehydrating now. I don't know if it's a phase or something I'll do, but do need places to store stuff. We only have so many jars. And we have a nice apartment, but the kitchen's a little small. It's still nice, but it's a little small. So saving space is just something all the better I'm be looking at. So all things considered, I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up. 1, 2. Can't put down my popsicle. Definitely thrilled with it. Definitely plan to be using it. Totally. So if you can get your hands on similar, or if you like similar, you know, no sponsors, no link, but it's a product that I think I'm probably going to be using. I didn't find a fault yet, and I find fault easily. So far seems to be so good. Anything changes, I'll let you know. Any seals break and we lose anything, I'll let you know. But otherwise, we're going to go with 2 thumbs up across the board. So thank you for joining tonight, and thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, hit the notification bell. You get alerts when we have new videos and go live. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all in the contact info below, details, all that stuff. Thank you, and we'll catch up with you very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye. Say bye, Mark. Bye.
Oh, no!